I'm Caitlin E, and welcome to the Lit Review. Spooky season is upon us, and I have some good news for those who celebrate. I am here as part of the announcement for this year's Trick or Treatathon, which will take place in October, but I wanted to tell you about it super early so that we could celebrate the good news together. This is the second year of the Trick or Treatathon. I participated last year as just a regular old participant and loved it. Had so much fun with the theming and the fun times of this readathon that this year I'm a captain for one of the teams across this readathon. I will be a captain for Team Magic, and my co-captain for Team Magic is Heather. I will link her YouTube channel down below as well as her Instagram. As a default, all the people I'll be linking are going to be Instagram handles because I think that's where everybody is located. Some folks have blogs, some folks have TikToks, some folks have YouTube channels in addition to Instagram, but this Instagram is the place where you can find all of us, so that's what I'll be linking down below. But before I get too far ahead of myself, credit where credit is due, and that goes out to Megan from Megan and the Books on Instagram. I will link her down below. She is our goddess of Discord. She's our high priestess of spooky season. She is the creator, organizer, you know, like the just absolute amazing human who is bringing us this readathon. So she's not a team captain. She's just kind of keeping all the things moving behind the scenes. She's going to be participating. She's going to be somebody that you can interact with for this readathon. But just much love and much appreciation to Megan for creating this really fun readathon. But I'm just so excited that I keep going forward and back before telling you what the Trick or Treatathon is really all about. Trick or Treatathon will be taking place in the month of October. So from midnight of October 1st in whatever time zone you are in to midnight on October 31st in your time zone. The entire month is open for this readathon. It is a fall and Halloween themed readathon that utilizes the good old bingo board to get stuff done. In addition to the bingo board, there's going to be scavenger hunts, reading sprints, trivia, movie nights. There's going to be so much going on with all the different teams and with the broader Trick or Treatathon community. This is a heavily Discord-based readathon. You don't necessarily have to have it to participate, but it's where a lot of the fun is. It's where all the rules and fun little Instagram story templates are going to be. So if you're curious about this readathon and are just excited for spooky season as I am, then please make your way down to the Discord. Again, link and all that good stuff below. And so what we're going to do and why I'm telling you about this readathon this freaking early is because we're going to open the doors to the waiting room, so to speak, September 1st. And on September 1st, you can kind of let it be known which team you're most excited about joining. There will be a Google form, so you can join the Discord at any time from the time you see this video to the start of the readathon. And even if you wanted to join midway through, we would still love to have you. There's a lot of opportunities for how to participate. Each of the teams that you could be interested in will have a pre-made board, or you could also build your own board based on the prompts. And there are 40 different unique prompts as well as a free space. So once you get into the Discord and we open up signups for each team, you'll have, like I said, you'll have to do a Google form, and then you'll let us know in the Discord using some emojis your top 3 choices, because our goal is to make sure that all the teams are fair and balanced and that everybody has a really good time. It's supposed to be a fun readathon, even though there is some friendly competition here. Last year, Team Candy won, and that was really sweet for them, I'm sure, but it gave me a bit of a toothache, so I'm hoping to, take a potion and fix that for Team Magic this year. It's going to be fun no matter what team you're on, but I really hope you'll come and join Heather and I on Team Magic. So again, you'll be able to choose your top 3. So I'm hoping that Team Magic makes it somewhere onto your top 3 list, because there's only 5 teams, so help a witch out. And I know ahead of time that if you want to be on Team Magic, you should use the little star emoji, so, just putting that out there. But we do have 5 teams total, and I will really quick run through the Instagram handles of all of our co-hosts for each team, and hopefully you can check them out and interact with them there. So like I said, it's me and Heather on Team Magic. clearly the best team, just saying. But then we also have Team Fall, and that is the co-captains for Team Fall are Cece from Cece Reads and Leonie from Books in Lockdown. And then we have Team Candy. They're being headed by Kayla at The Healer Book Life, and then Kaylee from K Books 12. Then we have Team Monster, headed up by M at Mrs. Preds 2020 and Lindsay at Occasional Reader. And last but certainly not least, we couldn't have a readathon themed like this without Team Scary. So Ruby is one of the co-captains at Wander Through Books, and then Nicole is at Bridge 4 Books. So like I mentioned, you'll have a bingo board. I'm going to be using the pre-made Team Magic one that will be consistent for any Team Magic user who would like to play along. And then later on in September, I'll do a full recommendation list for all the prompts that are on the Team Magic board. But for now, it's enough to know that it's just a bingo board. You of course can fill out your own bingo board, and there's a process for board approval just to make sure that everything looks legit and matches the prompts that we have. There are 40 prompts possible, several of which came back again from last year, but I think there's at least 14 new prompts or something like that. There may even be more, but lots of fun changes, lots of good feedback from last year. The crucial thing that you all need to know for things like points and what book can count for what, that you can do one book for one square or one prompt. So there's no doubling up, there's no tripling up, you just legitimately a 1-for-1 ratio here. And I know that's always a question whenever there are readathons, but this one's about getting as much done in the month as you can. And you know what? It's totally fine if your reading goals are like, I'd like to get 3 done. We'd still love to have you. That's why we're breaking everybody up into different teams based on preferences, so that we have a mix of like heavy duty readers and people who are just here for like a couple of books and a good time. We want everybody to enjoy this readathon. I'll leave off an explanation of points until we get closer to the readathon, but loosely, you get a minimum of 10 points for every book you read, although some prompts are more difficult than others and will be worth more points. But anything you read counts for points, including books that aren't on your bingo board. So there's a lot of ways to participate and still get some good points for your team. There will be weekly reading sprints. There's a couple of weekends that are double points. It's an intricate point system, but don't worry, we've got you covered. We're going to have a lot of documents available in the Discord for you to be able to reference and check in the forums as well, and you can always ask one of your captains or Megan, who is our overall host. But I'll get into some of the details there in my next video for recommendations. More importantly, just for you to kind of know what's going on in the readathon, each of our teams is going to have a trick or a treat. Each team will have a trick that they must utilize in order to earn their treat. And all of those tricks and treats are going to be different for each team. But since I'm Team Magic, I'm going to be focusing on Team Magic. So I will be posting this video a day later than I normally do. I normally like to post on Sundays, but I'm posting this one on Monday because the tricks and treats will be revealed to you on Monday, and I didn't want to play spoiler to anything. So Team Magic's trick is that we must read a book with 500 pages or more. And that can apply to any of the prompts on our boards, but if we would like to utilize the treat, we have to do the trick first. So you earn the treat by completing the trick, and you can do that at any point during the month of the readathon and apply it to whatever prompt you'd like, but this is how you get to the goods. It's a hefty tome, our grimoire's looking a little thick with that 500 plus prompt. Personally, I'm going to try to tackle that early, but it's doable. It's doable. For our treat, which you can only use once, so be careful where you use it, but you can kind of cast a spell and make a book fit for any prompt. So I know I mentioned earlier that I wouldn't get too far into the point system, but since some prompts are worth more than others, after you've completed your trick, you could choose like a graphic novel, like a tiny easy book for one of the most like expensive or like high profile points. because that will be your like utilization of the treat. So like that's a potential use of how you could do it. So that's one of many ways that you could cast a spell. If you are like one away from a bingo and you just really need to make something fit into that square, that's another way that you could utilize the treat, if of course you have done the trick. And just as information, since this is a bingo based readathon, we will count a lot of different types of bingos. Any traditional like 5 in a row, including diagonals, would count. 4 corners will also count as a bingo, and then we have an option for if you cover the whole board, if you are one of those tippity top performers who can read that many books, pop off. We love to see it. But you know, any amount of bingo squares captured will still count for points. So again, I do not want to put too much pressure on anybody on any of the teams because it's really about having fun. I had a blast last year with this community, and the closer we get to going to this readathon, the more hyped I get for Team Magic. We'll be revealing more and more information about the readathon as we get closer to October 1st. Again, I know it's early, but I just couldn't resist telling you the good news. We are opening doors to team selection as early as September 1st because we're just so excited about it. There are already a handful of people in the waiting room who heard this was coming back and got excited with us too. So you can go hang out there whenever you choose, but it would be delightful to have you. So whether or not you choose Team Magic, I mean, please choose Team Magic, please. Please. It's very possible that in my excitement I am forgetting some details, but I think I've covered all the hits. So hopefully I'll see you in the Discord, and I will definitely see you later on in September for some spooky season recommendations that will fill out the bingo board for Team Magic. So whether you're a witch, a wizard, or just a high fae with a little bit of spring in your step, come hang out. Come hang out on Team Magic. We'd love to see you. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!